Hello again, everyone. Scoons Comics here with another exciting, oh so thrilling comic book haul. Yes. Hi. How y'all doing? Happy post-Thanksgiving. Hope everyone is well. Had a good meal with the family. Enjoying some Black Friday sales on your comic books and comic book paraphernalia. I got me a stack of comics here that I have recently purchased, and they all have funny little stories. So let's jump into it, shall we? Half-price books. How many times can I go there a week? Twice? 3 times? 4? I don't know. But I picked up a few goodies here. So I really enjoy Rick Remender as a writer. I picked up his gigantic trade paperback from several years ago. I picked up the first issue several months ago and I enjoyed it, and I was like, I'll look for the rest of those issues. But here's the trade, just a mini series. This was $9, a lot of money for me at half price, but I wanted to get it. I also picked up the first volume of Fear Agent from Rick Remender for $3, much more my wheelhouse. I was thinking this series came out in like 2017, 2018. This came out in 2006. That's how screwed up my thoughts on time are. This is like almost a 20-year-old series. Okay. Anyway, I need to read those yet. They're sitting on my nightstand next to my bed, with many other things stacked on top because I'm crazy and I like to have options, apparently. Half-price books, I got a few more comics lately. I have several copies of this, but I enjoy it so. Transformers Generation 2, Issue 1. Ooh, look at that 90s shine. Do you see that, everybody? Oh my god, I could signal a plane. I have cats in this room right now, and they are really excited about the light I am putting on the wall. Never mind, I'll stop doing that. Anyway, Transformers I really enjoy. This series is not that good, but find the first issue for a couple of bucks. I'll probably give this away at Halloween next year or something, but, you know, Transformers. I picked up this issue of Captain America 303 newsstand edition. This is the origin of Cap's shield, I do believe. I don't know, it's $1.50. Love me some Captain America. Cool purchase. So then they're doing this at my half price now. They keep doing these bundles of comics for like $5. So here's several issues of Uncanny X-Men for $5. And with that was Uncanny X-Men 256, first Psylocke in this costume, newsstand edition. So that was pretty cool. I don't think the rest of these issues are anything really exciting. Get it? Because it's the X-Men. And I don't know how this opens. Let's just rip this apart, shall we? Unboxing things on my channel. Sort of, kind of. What is this weird wrapping they put this in? This is riveting footage, huh? Goodness gracious me. Okay. So, we got Uncanny X-Men 252 and 253. 254, cats in the background, don't mind them. 255 and 256. That was why I bought the books. Very nice. All right, then I went to a local comic show. Really picked up its game this time. Usually this show's quarterly, and there's like 2 comic vendors. They had a bunch, like 8 to 10, I think. And I try to pick up a little something, a lot of dollar bins. So I try to pick up something from everybody, so at least they're, you know, somebody's giving them a couple bucks. I picked this up from a dealer because I could find nothing of theirs that I wanted. And this struck me as some 90s goodness. Berserkers, #1, which is garbage. Look at it. This is Dan Fraga, I think, on art. This was just very 90s. Big muscles, over weirdly proportioned characters. It just looked like a lark that I could enjoy for $1. I enjoy these Marvel Age books. So this was the giant size Marvel Age Annual number 3. Picked that up in a dollar bin. I enjoy reading these, seeing what was going on at the time. It says a lot of top talents listed, so I honestly haven't cracked this open yet. I need to. I picked up Batwoman 0 just because I enjoy the Batwoman series with J.H. Williams III. Those are pretty nifty. Boy, I keep picking up these Impact comics from the early 90s, these Archie characters that DC did an imprint of called Impact Comics. So this is the Comet number 2 newsstand edition. I think I got this out of like a 50-cent bin. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to see what Impact Comics I have. I always like the idea of putting together an entire, if I can get an entire, basically company's output on the cheap, I like that idea. Like the Atlas comics from the 70s, I want to try to put those together. I've been slowly putting those together. Impact here, it's fun and it's cheap, and if I can find them, I do. Here's another Marvel Age I picked up just because it has this really cool cover. Spidey in the black costume, and features all these Star comics. That was Marvel Comics' line aimed at kids, doing all these adaptations for TV shows, Muppet Babies, Ewoks, Royal Roy, which is clearly just a Richie Rich ripoff. Say that 3 times fast. Then I'm always doing Death of Superman, so this was the 30th anniversary special with the cover very similar to the big premium edition, the platinum edition, the deluxe editions from the 90s. This was a couple of bucks, so I picked that up. Cool. Boy, okay, so there was a dealer that had dollar bin stuff, right? And it was like a husband and wife or boyfriend, girlfriend, and they're chit-chatting the whole time I'm going through their dollar bin. And I'm always on the hunt for my glorious DC Universe logo books, and I pulled one out. So I put it on top of the stack, and it's this one right here. Superman Man of Tomorrow number 1, DC Universe logo variant. I love these. So it's a dollar bin book, right? I put it on top of the stack, and out of the corner of my eye, finally happened what I think is always going to happen. The husband, who clearly was probably the main dealer of these two, recognized that this was something that should not have been a dollar book necessarily. So I see him get out his phone, and I'm glancing as I'm going through the books, and he's on eBay. And he finds it. And I see his kid, the wife is still talking about, what? They're just having a conversation, but he's stopped participating in the conversation. And he elbows her, and he shows her the phone. And she's like, she's looking, and they're both kind of quiet. And I'm like, they're going to try to price check me. Are they going to try to say that this shouldn't be a dollar? Like, this should be whatever. I think there's not really, they weren't really any on eBay at the time. I think there was one going for like, they were asking like 25 bucks. So I was waiting, I didn't know it at the time, but I'm waiting for him to say like, this one shouldn't have been in the dollar bin. But they didn't. To their credit, they did not. They said that this was, I bought a few other things here. That was $1. Great. So I got this for $1, but it wasn't supposed to be $1, and they knew it, and that, I got them. Yes, dollar bin. That just made me happy. Here's one. You know what? I have this, but this is kind of a goofy situation. A Superboy number 12. At a glance, it's newsstand edition. No, it's a sticker. I don't know if it'll come through, but that is a DC Universe logo book behind it. So I'm sure this was just some retailer put a sticker on this for barcode scanning purposes. But that's a DCU book under there. Didn't really come up. I don't know if you can really see it. But it is. So this was like at a dollar bin or a 50-cent bin. I couldn't find anything else at that dealer, so kind of made me chuckle, so I picked that up. And then there was, this is $1, Green Lantern 48. This is the first cameo appearance of Kyle Rayner, future Green Lantern. And since it's out of the bag, it's the worst cameo ever. Here's the cameo of Kyle Rayner. It's him in like a bathing suit with his girlfriend Alex on the beach, and that's the first time this character is introduced. Just really benign, really boring, but It's the first time he appears in the comics. So for $1, I picked that up. Anytime I find these later run of Silver Surfer on the cheap, I pick it up. Here's Silver Surfer issue 108. This cool Silver Surfer blowing up Doctor Doom cover. Pretty nifty. Oh man, 90s fun. Moon Knight number 58. This is when Stephen Platt, who was a super hot artist for a hot second there, was doing the artwork on this. And I don't think I've ever seen this one in the wild. Not that I've really been hunting for it. But this is a $1 book, and I know these Moon Knight. There's like 5 issues of Moon Knight. It's like issues 55 through 60 are all Stephen Platt, and those can get a few dollars from 90s enthusiasts, the few of us wacky people that are out there. So for $1, I picked that up. And then there were a few Bronze Age goodies there for a few dollars each. I picked up Journey into Mystery number 15 for $3. Really cool. I love these Bronze Age horror reprints. That's pretty nice. That is a cat doing things off screen. Don't mind him. Here is Beware number 7, also for $3. And Chamber of Chills number 11. All very cool. And the only... Pardon me as I go off camera. Cut it out. Cats. Cats. You know, I really enjoy Captain Strangelove, does videos, and he doesn't edit them a ton, and it's just him. Like, stuff happens, he walks around, he'll get some tea, he'll do things, he'll go hunt for something. I love it, because I feel like I'm sitting in his living room, so I like to do that. Sometimes you have to go off camera and move a cat toy. It's fun. I'm always picking up Jack Kirby stuff from the DC Comics lines in the 70s. Here's Mr. Miracle number 8 that I got for $3. So that is a nice purchase. It's not in the best of shape, but it was $3, and I'm always working on these runs. Here's a nice book that I got for, this was a half off bin, so this has a price tag of $10. Got it for $5. Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen 133, which I am pretty dang sure is the first Jack Kirby going back to DC. So that is a fun thing. We're announcing here at the top, Kirby is here. Jack Kirby famously left Marvel Comics, where he had co-created or created, depending on who you talk to. All these characters went to DC. And he's like, what's your lowest selling book? And they're like, well, Jesus, it's Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. So here he is. Working on Jimmy Olsen because he wanted to show that he could boost those sales. And he did. He did. And last but not least, okay. I have been looking, I'm on a bunch of different comic book forums on social media and on Facebook, and someone was posting that DC Comics had created a whole series of reprints for discount stores. And he said it was like Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, and any discount store. He said there's Batman. There's a Batman number 1 from back when they did the Rebirth books back in like 2016, 2016 of Batman number 1, and it's got the new old DC logo, the bullet logo. I'll show it here in a second. And he says, but they're really hard to find and super random. And I couldn't find anything about these. I couldn't find a picture. I couldn't find the article. I couldn't find anything on eBay. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? And no one else commented on this at all. But I like to find goofy things like this. So I was like, interesting. So you can't throw a rock in most towns without finding a Dollar Tree or a Family Dollar or whatever. So I stopped at the local ones around me, and no comic books there, nothing. And I asked the guy about it, and he's like, no, I'm sure that's like a ghost. Like, these things are going to hit the shelves and be gone. And I'm like, okay. Is he right? I'm finding nothing about these. Then he posted a picture of one he got from a friend. It was a Batman number 1 from 2016, the latest volume, with the new old bullet logo. And I'm like, well, where did this come from? He's like, I'm not sure. I just got one gifted to me. And I'm like, son of hibachi. Like, I need to know where this thing is. So I hit the random Five Below by my house, well, my town. Five Below is exactly what it's usually gifts that are $5 and below. And lo and behold, if they don't have this 2-pack there of this issue of Batman and Harlequin #1. So check it out. So, okay, look. Here is the original issue of Batman #95, okay? I don't know what year this came out. 2018, 2019, I don't know. So here's the DC logo at the time, okay? Here's this one. The new taking back the old logo, the DC logo, it's called the Bullet logo. It's got an issue #1 here, even though it's not. It's issue 95. They've moved the credits down here and just changed, some of the trade dress up. But it's the same issue, okay? And this was in a 2-pack from Five Below for $5 with this Harlequin. What is this? No one's talking about this. I've not seen this anywhere. What is this? Is this scarce? Where are these showing up? So there were a handful of these at Five Below. I picked up like 4 of them. I left some there because I'm not that greedy. I like people to be able to find things, but also, if these things start going for money, I want to be able to sell them. Also, it's a cool thing to collect because I like weird stuff like this. So this is new. This is different. People, collectors, hobbyists. Are you finding these? Is there any website that says what's been released and where? I have no idea. I just stumbled upon these, and I hit a local Dollar Tree this weekend looking for something. No, only place I found these is in this 2-pack bundle at Five Below. I brought this up on the forum where that guy had posted about them, and he said, "Yeah, they must be. You lucked out. You found one. Oh, there's a cat behind me. Aw, that's Aria." And we're gonna ignore that she's on my comic books for now. Anywho, comic books out in the wild. Please, if you find these, know about them. Tell me. I would love to know. And that, and my furry friend, boy, where'd the cat go? It's like not behind me anymore. Oh, we're gonna ignore the fact that the cat's by my precious comics. That's fine. That's okay. All right, everybody take care, be well. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.